The economic policies of President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump present stark contrasts as both vie for a second term in the upcoming election. Biden aims to extend tax cuts for lower-income households, impose targeted tariffs on Chinese imports, and push for comprehensive social service programs, including affordable childcare and free college tuition. Trump, on the other hand, plans to expand his 2017 tax cuts for all income levels, enforce strict immigration policies, and impose broad tariffs on all U.S. imports. These divergent strategies are poised to shape the future of the U.S. economy significantly. Moody's Analytics predicts that Biden's policies would lead to more stable economic growth and lower inflation, while Trump's proposals could result in higher inflation, a recession, and fewer jobs. Despite these projections, public opinion often favors Trump's economic stewardship. As these two leaders present their visions, we must ask ourselves, what kind of economic future do we envision for the United States, and which path aligns more closely with that vision? The U.S. economy stands at a crossroads as President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump propose vastly different strategies in their bids for the upcoming election. Each has laid out a distinct economic blueprint reflecting their ideologies and visions for the country's future. These plans cover a wide range of issues, from taxation and immigration to tariffs and social services, each promising to shape the economic landscape in profound ways. Taxation policies. Trump's tax plan. Donald Trump seeks to extend the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which lowered tax rates for both lower and higher income households and corporations. This act reduced the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%, and Trump proposes to cut it further, potentially to 15%. By allowing companies to deduct new investments immediately, Trump believes this would stimulate economic growth. However, these tax cuts would contribute significantly to the national debt, increasing it by $5.2 trillion through 2035, according to the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. Biden's tax plan. President Biden intends to extend the 2017 tax cuts only for individuals earning less than $400,000 annually. He also proposes raising the corporate tax rate back to 28%. While Biden's tax strategy aims to reduce the deficit and curb inflation, these measures are likely to face significant opposition in Congress. Analysts like Mark Zandi of Moody's Analytics suggest that lower-income households, who are more likely to spend their tax savings, would boost the economy more efficiently under Biden's plan. Impact. While extending tax cuts would stimulate business investment and economic growth, the benefits might be limited due to current full employment and labor shortages. The extension of these cuts under Trump could lead to higher inflation, forcing the Federal Reserve to maintain high interest rates, which could dampen economic growth. In contrast, Biden's approach could result in more balanced economic growth, although his corporate tax hikes face political hurdles. Immigration policies. Trump's immigration plan. Trump's immigration policy focuses on stringent enforcement, including the deportation of millions of undocumented immigrants and the reinstatement of the Remain in Mexico program. He also supports the Title 42 policy, which quickly returns immigrants to Mexico without asylum opportunities. These measures are intended to curb illegal immigration drastically. Biden's immigration plan. Biden has faced criticism for a surge in illegal immigration, but has taken steps to strengthen border enforcement. His administration issued an executive action barring migrants who cross illegally from receiving asylum when the border is overwhelmed. Biden's long-term strategy includes increasing funding for Border Patrol agents and immigration judges and raising the refugee admission cap. Impact. Trump's aggressive immigration policies would significantly reduce net immigration, which could reverse recent labor force growth and exacerbate worker shortages, particularly in industries reliant on foreign labor. This reduction in labor force growth could slow economic growth and increase inflation. Conversely, Biden's approach, which aims to manage immigration more effectively while maintaining historical immigration levels, could support labor market stability and economic growth. Tariff policies. Trump's tariff plan. Trump plans to expand his first-term trade war, imposing a 10% tariff on all U.S. imports to protect American manufacturing. However, These broad tariffs could increase inflation by raising costs for businesses and consumers, ultimately harming U.S. manufacturers reliant on imported materials. Biden's tariff plan. Biden has maintained many of Trump's initial tariffs, but favors more targeted increases, such as a 100% levy on Chinese electric vehicles and solar panels. These specific tariffs aim to help U.S. companies compete with subsidized Chinese firms without broadly impacting inflation. Impact. Trump's sweeping tariffs could significantly increase inflation and interest rates, strengthening the U.S. dollar and making exports less competitive. This could lead to a smaller economy and fewer jobs. In contrast, Biden's targeted tariffs are expected to have a minimal impact on the broader economy, avoiding the significant inflationary pressures predicted under Trump's plan. Social service programs. Biden's social service agenda. Biden proposes a comprehensive range of social programs, including affordable child care, free college tuition, expanded health care, and reduced drug prices. These initiatives, funded by higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations, aim to alleviate economic burdens on lower-income families and stimulate broader economic participation. Impact. While these programs could provide significant social benefits and reduce economic inequality, their passage through a divided Congress remains uncertain. Economically, they are designed to be deficit neutral by balancing new spending with increased tax revenue from higher earners and corporations. Climate and clean energy policies. Trump's energy plan. Trump aims to dismantle Biden's clean energy initiatives, including the Inflation Reduction Act, which supports renewable energy projects. Trump's rollback would focus on fossil fuels and reduce federal support for wind, solar, and electric vehicle sectors. Biden's energy plan. Biden's administration has championed laws to boost chip production, infrastructure repair, and clean energy development. These initiatives aim to address climate change and modernize the U.S. energy sector, promoting long-term sustainability. Impact. Scrapping the clean energy measures could slow economic growth and job creation in renewable energy sectors. In contrast, continuing these initiatives supports the transition to a sustainable energy future and could generate significant economic activity and employment in new industries. The contrasting economic visions of Biden and Trump highlight the fundamental ideological divides shaping the future of the U.S. economy. While Biden's policies emphasize social equity, targeted taxation, and sustainable growth, Trump's approach focuses on broad tax cuts, stringent immigration enforcement, and aggressive tariff policies. As voters consider these competing plans, the central question remains: what economic path will best ensure a prosperous and stable future for all Americans? Share your thoughts on which economic strategy you believe aligns more closely with the nation's needs.